Okay. What is up? We are back. We are so back. It's not even funny how back we are. We're back. Are you guys lonely? Aw.
I can tell.
Hey, what's up? How are we today? It's Mebby, and I know Valentine's Day was just a little bit ago, and sometimes that can perpetuate feelings of never-ending, sad, dark, depressing loneliness, knowing that the void is only coming closer every single day, and one day we may perish and nobody will remember our name. And because of that, many people want to fill this sad, empty hole in their heart that only worsens every time they see a happy couple walk by holding hands. And where better to learn how to fill that sad, empty hole in your heart than by going to TikTok?
Duh!
But luckily for us, TikTok has the dating advice we need. And nobody asked. Nobody asked for it. But they have it. It's there. And it's bad. It's actually pretty bad. It's not that good. But hey, if you're chronically single, we might just find some advice to help you. And if you're in a happy relationship and have just come to laugh at the suffering singles around you, okay, enjoy, I guess. Freak. So when it comes to dating advice, there's literally no end of it on TikTok. There's a lot. Some people sharing TMI on that app. I don't need to know about your chicken. Don't need to know about it. No. But essentially the first thing I think of when I think of stupid TikTok advice is psychology facts. It's less psychology, more manipulation, really. And I eat it up. I have a couple favorites in this list. One of them is you can develop a crush just by making eye contact with someone. I think that's just like finding someone attractive or just getting scared by the fact that you accidentally made eye contact with someone. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I make eye contact with someone, I actually fear for my life. I don't feel feelings of love when I make eye contact with someone in public. I just feel feelings of fear and anxiety. And I hope they don't think I'm a creep or that I want anything to do with them or that I'm even acknowledging their existence because I don't want anybody to acknowledge my existence. I say as I talk into a camera knowing that this might go to 15,000 people. Hey guys! What's up? Pause. There's 15,000 of you guys now, and I just want to say thank you so much. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't seen me before, you can hit a little button anywhere. 15,000 is a big number, so actually thank you so much. Side note, thank you. Another favorite I have on this list is that your crush sees you as 20% more attractive than you think they see you. If that's the case, hi Blake Roman. Hey, hit my line. I have a business email. This is business. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm drawing the line there. I'm kidding. You're an amazing singer, but I don't think that relationship is really gonna work out. I'm sorry to tell you like this. I know you think I'm 20% more attractive than I actually am. That means a lot to me, but yeah, I'm gonna have to put you down on that one. I just started an entire fake relationship with myself and ended one within like 30 seconds. So, story of my life. Okay, moving on to the next one.
Here are 4 ways based in psychology to get your crush to miss you. Number 1, starting from basically we've never talked stage. And this is, for example, when you see a certain thing and it reminds you of a person, like a fluffy pen can remind you of Cher from Clueless. The idea here is to have something that is signature to you, but it doesn't have to be extreme, like you don't have to be a cartoon character. It can be something that is already a part of your personality.
Yeah, I don't know anything that could remind anybody of me and is something that I don't have with me all the time. I just can't put my finger on it. I love how she says they're based in psychology when, like, kinda, but then no sources are given. Like, girl, if this was an essay, we need citations, we need sources, we need quotes from scholarly journals, APA format, because it's psychology, please and thank you. It's just the facts are lacking, and they lack in a lot of these too. Also, one thing about TikTok videos that I hate is when you're scrolling on your For You page and you get that scary man. I don't like his voice. I actually hate it, and it does not make me feel comfortable at all. I don't learn anything from him. I just get frightened. This is that man.
8 psychology tricks to know if someone has a crush on you. 1. Look for physical signs of attraction. Someone who has a crush on you might make more eye contact, blush, smile, touch their hair, bite their lips, stand close, or point their feet toward you. 2. Check their behavior online and via text. Someone who has a crush on you might follow your social media profiles, like or comment on your posts, send you texts for no reason, use emojis or GIFs, or send you memes or jokes.
So the video goes on to give more tips with his creepy voice and scary music and weird anime clips behind him. That doesn't get the message across. Honestly, if you picked any other voice to relay these basic tips to me, I might actually listen more instead of just looking scared. Yeah, I did think with the second tip he was insinuating stalking for a second, and that frightened me. Don't stalk your crush, but I mean, checking if they like your post is normal, and then looking up their first and last name, and then finding like all their siblings and their cousins and all the family events they've been to and where their mom works, and then follow her and get connected with her on LinkedIn, and then message her back and forth being like, oh my gosh, your son is so sweet, and she's like, ah, thank you, and then she actually hooks you guys up with a date, and then it just all works out for the better. But other than that, like, don't stalk anyone online. That's not cool. Now I'm just gonna do a speed run of my favorite little tips that they give us through like the list with the videos in the background. I'm gonna point out some of my favorite of them. This one says, when you walk past him, give him that look. I don't know what that look is. It could be any look, honestly. I'm assuming they mean a flirty look, like. But also, it could mean like you walk past them and you just straight up do this. And you know what? Either one might work. I don't know. Take your chances. It might work if they're a freak. This tip infuriates me, and I've seen it on multiple videos. I'm just gonna say, don't do this. If you have a crush on someone or are dating someone, don't do this. If you do this tip, please stop. The tip is to say their name a bunch of times, and when they like turn to you and go, what? You say, nothing. I could never, okay? I would, and be done. Mebby. Hey, Mebby. Mebby. Hold on, I'm trying to rewire this bomb so we all don't die right now. Mebby. 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 What? Oh my god, what is more important than saving our f***ing lives right now? Nothing. I was just messing with you. Aw, Anyway, that was a PSA because that could happen if you do that, so don't do that. I also want to point out this one that says, if you want your crush to like you, I have a jawline tutorial pinned on my page. Okay? I have an ultimate mewing tutorial pinned on my page. If you want your crush to like you, you just have to constantly mew. Constantly be mewing. That make your heart skip a beat? Makes sense. Makes sense, yeah. In all seriousness, you do not need to change your physical appearance for someone to like you, because if someone only likes you because you change your physical appearance, they don't like you. I think a lot of these videos and tips are meant for like high schoolers and middle schoolers, and honestly, like a lot of these tips bring me back into middle school and high school, and I remember when people did this and it would annoy the ever-living out of me. And I finally escaped that because I'm at college now, because I'm a little mature university girl. You know how it be, you know how I am. I'm suffering and I don't want to be there, but I am there. I'm having a blast. Stay in school. Stay in school because school is cool, kids. That being said, if you're in middle school and high school and you think you need a sharper jawline just to date someone, you don't, and they aren't the person you want if you do. Boom. Needs TikTok dating advice when you've got me. Don't take my dating advice, please don't. I don't know if I'm very good at it. These tips are for if you text someone that you like them and they say, oh, I don't like you back. Say, oh, I'm so sorry, it was a dare. Or, bahaha, you believed me, it was a joke. Which definitely won't hurt their self-confidence. If you're brave and it's done in person, just run away. That's not weird at all. Sure, yeah, do that. Say, oh, it's okay, I understand. I just had to get it off my chest in a kind way, in a soft voice. Meaning, oh, it's okay. I just had to get it off my chest. You can unsubscribe if you want to. I wouldn't blame you on that one. And number one tip, don't start crying. Cry later in your room, alone, where you can let those feelings of depression and loneliness really hit you to your core. Crying in front of people? Ugh, ick. Loser. I've never done that before. Finally, on our little tips adventure, this one actually made me feel like I was having like a seizure or an aneurysm or something, because I still don't think I can read this. If you can read this, let me know, please, because I can't. Tips how to confess to your crush. I like America, but the SA is silent. There's no S in America. And if you take like, both of the A's out, it's Merrick. I like Merrick. I like Americ. I like America. I like America. I like America. Land of the free. Next, we have I like countries, but countries is silent. I thought the second countries still held the U. The second country does not hold the U, so it's like I like you. But I thought it just said I like countries, but countries is silent. So I just read I like. I have purse. I have purse. I have shoe. I have hat on head. I like Shih Tzu, but the shits is silent. This one really confused me. I like Payong, but the umbrella is silent. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I literally just sat with my mouth open while reading this. I was like, I think I'm just stupid. Like I couldn't translate it for the life of me. Also, you can come across people's like crush and dating scenarios that they have in order to like maybe get yourself to visualize what it might be like, things that can happen. This one was insane to me, and I really hope it's actually just made up. This is what it says. Guys, my crush made eye contact with me today in school, and he told me to hold his football, and then said, "Thanks for holding my balls." Do you think he likes me? Girl, if any man goes up to you and says, "Thanks for holding my balls," run away. Get out of there. Get the guy who makes the fake Uber calls and let him yell "darling" in your face. Scare that man off, please. If anybody ever said to me, "Thank you for holding my balls" after I held a football, I don't know if I could ever recover from that. Honestly, it's hilarious. I would be in a state of shock. But you know, yeah, he probably likes you. Good for you, babe. Proud of you. And so I was going through these stereotypical crush dating posts on TikTok that you see all the time, and I came across a gold mine. I don't even know how to get into this. Let me explain. There's a man on TikTok with 33,000 followers by the name of Alex Cormont. He's like a French relationship advice man, and he posts his relationship advice on TikTok pretty consistently. His bio reads seduction, dating, love, relationship coach, tips and advice. Down below. You know what else is down below? The subscribe button. So basically he has like a link, I think that takes you to his website where he like gives dating advice and stuff. I think you can like schedule calls and classes with him or something. And this man is amazing. I actually love him. I'm in love with him. I need relationship advice of how to get with this man. Just kidding, I don't. I really don't. And when I was looking for dating advice, I came across him, and the first video I saw, the thumbnail for it is falling in love with a married man. Let's get right into this.
When you fall in love with a married man, I will always tell you to be careful. It's not a good idea to be and see yourself in a relationship which is not stable. When you are in a relationship with a married man, there is a little bit of chance to make sure that one day he will come and be yours. I encourage you to still be distant because we need to stay as a challenge. Don't give 100% of your attention to someone that cannot give you back the same amount of attention. If I think that it's not a good idea to pursue or to chase a married man.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to chase after a married man and try to get him to leave his wife. Obviously, Alex does not think it is, but don't worry, he will still give you advice on how to do it.
Number one, be distant. Because if you are distant, you will still be a challenge. And you should have a relationship only if he is not in his marriage. Only if he leaves his wife.
I just think it is so funny that he's like, don't do this. This isn't safe, this isn't stable, this isn't very nice. And then he's still like, but if you want to, I still got some tips. I can still tell you how to do it. Be a challenge, be distant. Obviously, I'm immediately intrigued by this man. I need him. Just kidding. I need his advice. So I decided to go to his page, and there is a never-ending slew of advice from this man. This is what to do if someone reads your message but doesn't reply.
I really want to answer this question. Alex, he read my message, but it doesn't reply. Why? And what should I do? You need to understand something really important. When it comes to attraction or when you met a man, you need to always be a challenge. If you texted this guy and today is not responding to your message, that means he knows what you want. And it's really important to be okay with the distance.
Not saying Alex isn't right. I'm just gonna jump in here and say maybe he just like doesn't know you exist or doesn't like you. But I would trust Alex's advice above anything, to be honest.
But today, you need to make sure that you will do a step back. You will let this guy coming to you.
I will let this guy what? I will let this guy what?
And also doing some steps to make sure that he will be able to attract you again.
That is some really good advice. Just allow there to be distance. If someone clearly does not like you, don't come crawling after them. Now we have the woman that every man wants. I want to know who want me? Who wants me?
What are the kind of women that men wants? What should I do and what should I become? This is the wrong question. You just need to be yourself. But you have to change your love bad habits. You have to change your love patterns. Because if you want to get results, you need to act differently.
I love it when he says you need to be yourself, but then immediately says, but you need to act differently. Now, how do we do that?
Now let me explain to you what is happening in a man's mind. Because every man, what we want, it's always a different woman. It's a woman who has dreams, who is always happy, who can bring good energy to the relationship. And a woman that we will be happy to introduce to our family and to our friends.
It's a mix of good and bad advice at the same time with this one. Be yourself, but also change your entire behavior. Have dreams, have goals, have aspirations, make them proud. Also, always be happy. Never be sad. Do you remember the tip earlier? Don't cry in front of them. It's a sign of weakness. And being a something I also love about his videos is sometimes they just cut off because he runs out of time and they just will stop in the middle of his sentence. Sometimes he won't even get to his answer. And it's one of the unique things I love about Alex, like in this video. Tips to ignore a man and get his attention.
How to be distant with a guy. How to be able to ignore. Number one thing I want to tell you is this. There is a lot of men out there that don't want to hear this. They don't want to make sure that you will reassure them because they love the challenge, they love a woman that they have to fight for, and they will love someone like you. Being distant from a man means I need to have my personal calendar very full. So tip number 2, I would really want you to plan the next 10 weekends that you will have in your life. That can seem a lot.
It does seem like a lot, Alex, because I don't have a plan for what I'm doing in 1 hour. So that would actually completely overwhelm me.
Life goes fast. So if you can plan in advance, you will see that you will be more secure, more confident.
Okay. Great. That is exactly the answer I wanted. He also posts these little tips that are just simply photos. They look like those Tumblr posts that's like the inspirational quotes with like the believe or the imagine. This one says, if you want love and affection from a woman, you need to give her comfort and attention. Don't expect to receive if you don't give. If you want love and affection from a woman, treat her like a basic human being. Treat her like she has feelings. And you know what? That will really get to her heart. This one says, it's time to stop giving and expecting others to love you in return. You possess all that's necessary and you're worthy of appreciation, just as you are. I think Alex is flirting with me, guys. I will go to France. There's an Eiffel Tower right behind him. I will meet him there. Alex's main point in a lot of his videos is stay distant because men want to chase after you, which is honestly concerning and scary. And then stop giving so much if you're not receiving it back. And the people who aren't giving enough need to give enough so they can receive stuff back. So they're worthy of it. So you know what? Overall good advice can be summarized into those 2 points, but he has many videos if you guys want to learn more from Alex. And you can head over to his website too. And all of this dating advice seems really complicated, but honestly, you could learn all the love advice you need from the Girls Go Games game. That's the lady who shoots lasers into the man's eyes and hypnotizes him, and then all the men float around her like servants to this woman's love. Do you remember that game, or am I delusional? It's a good game. I don't play it alone by myself at 3 a.m. ever. That being said, that is all the dating advice I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed my advice, if you enjoyed these TikToks advice for some reason, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, anything your heart desires. You know, I got it all here for you, baby. So you can hit the subscribe. I do that in every video, and every time I'm gonna tell myself that I have to stop because it's weird. Anyway, besides that, hope you guys have a good one. Hope you guys go find the love of your life. And if someone says thank you for holding my balls, leave them. Please leave and run away. Love you. Bye. And if you guys are wondering, this is the love of my life right here. This baby. Just kidding.